good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Got it. Hey, stand up.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth. On fourth down on his Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They run it again with Kamara, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Winston to give, it's Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
14 more yards.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Off the play fake, Winston. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 44 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 2-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hill. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out and start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence, quick slant caught by Kirk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head, Might have caused him to drop it.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Open there down the field is Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense have other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Hill throwing once more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get it into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
them up. Clock it.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the second half with Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Winston completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play action now. Winston. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
touchdown.
Lawrence's pass complete to Chris Jr.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, Rutz to kick it off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Saints will have the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Winston in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On play action, Lawrence. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off